Hey community, here's what's brewing today.
Which auntie is most likely to shit in a club?
Get the villain edit of a reality TV show.
Or date two guys at once. So, get your cups ready for Minority Report.
Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Carell.
It's Auntie Dewan.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. How y'all doing today?
Hey, how you doing? You know what? We've said this before. We need to do like an ASMR episode where we're just
really
like, hey,
should.
how you doing? How you
I
doing?
don't know if that's.
I think
I don't know if I have it in me. I was literally thinking about that today, and I was just like, because I was watching Love Is Blind, and I was listening to how people talk to each other, and they talk so softly, and I don't have that in me. Like when like people work in like open office areas, I can't take my phone calls in them office areas because I'm always on volume 12.
10. Right.
You know, like
I know that's like that time that I walked into Dewan's crib and he was telling somebody off. I was like, go ahead, Dewan. Let them know. Say what you mean. That is so true. Yeah, it'll be one moment and
And
but like, and this is no longer an ASMR episode.
Right. This is not relaxing at all.
Oh Lord. Well, community, happy St. Patty's Day. This comes out on actual St. Patrick's Day. Usually, I guess the weekend. A lot of cities the weekends before they kind of have all their festivities. So if you're still kind of recouping from this last weekend and hang in there. You'd probably poop and green and all that stuff, especially if you lived in Chicago or in the Midwest and you went to Chicago. Because, man, St. Patty's Day in Chicago is something else. It is something
it ain't no
different.
joke.
It
It is
no
not
joke
for the
at
weak,
all.
that's for sure. But it's honestly
Maybe.
so much fun, though. I really love St. Patty's Day in Chicago. I feel like it's one of the few holidays that I could celebrate and still be like, bitch, I want to feel 20 again. Like, I find myself just like drinking beer all goddamn day. But any other
no damn
weekend,
reason.
can't drink that shit to save my life.
Yeah.
But St. Patty's Day, miraculously, I can.
Yes.
And I will.
1,000%. And it's like, oh, wait, you don't have green beer or you ran out of green beer? No, I don't want that now. I'm
Yeah,
finding
no,
another
don't want
bar
it.
that actually has green beer.
That part.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my business somewhere else.
I haven't done a St. Patty's Day in a while anywhere. And I haven't done St. Patrick's Day in Chicago since I left, so that's been a decade. So, oof. But for a while, there was, even when I lived in Mishawaka days, I would go to Chicago for St. Patty's Day. So, man.
There's just something about like the whole city being involved in it. You know, they're dyeing the river green. You've got, you know, if it's the weather is nice, they've got a parade going on. There's tons of people that are just bar hopping, wearing green and like, you know, beads and all that kind of stuff. It feels more like just having fun. And even if you're not into like drinking or going out or whatever, just being in the city when that stuff is happening puts a smile on your face because it's like, okay, people are out having fun. People aren't like out being a mess. Now that happens later at night.
Right.
But most of the time, the people that start drinking at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning are taking their first naps around 5, 6 o'clock at night or whatever to get ready for the night. But it's a lot of fun.
I remember
first
one
nap
year,
is real,
the goal was to not take a nap, was to stay out and see how long we could last. And we lasted till like 1 a.m. It was fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. By the end, like, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, you don't know where you're coming and going. You don't know who you are. You in the multiverse. Baby. Woo.
Low key, I miss those days. I miss those days. Like, you know, Fun Day Sunday is a whole thing in Chicago. And I just love those days, like when you're just going out with your friends, like going to play like maybe like soccer or football or volleyball or, you know, like kickball in the morning or softball, and then like meeting up with your friends afterwards and just drinking for the whole rest of the day. You'll walk down and get some tacos or something like that to get something in your stomach, then go over to Sidetracks and be over there for a while, then somehow end up at at like Buddy Loves or like like just. And then next thing you know, you blink and it's like 4 a.m. It's like all the things are closed and you're like, oh, I got to get some food before I go back home and I got to get up in the morning.
Work the morning. Yeah, man. Oh, I haven't had that feeling in a while. Honestly, like a couple months ago when the Phillies parade, the Eagles parade, getting off the train that early to go to the gym and seeing people with like Bud Light boxes of like a Dirty 30 and 24 cans and shit, it gave me that energy.
Yeah,
and I was like, God, I haven't felt that energy in a minute, and I do kind of miss it. Damn.
Do they do Fun Day Sunday? Is that like a thing in Seattle?
Next question, please. Ain't no Sunday Fun Day out here.
I mean, the reason I ask is because it's not a thing in New York. It ain't. Like you can go out, but most people do all their drinking and shenanigans at night because our bars stay open till 6 o'clock in the morning. So
they just got home.
like right, you can do whatever you want during the middle. You don't have to be drinking all day and be done by whatever. You
Maybe
literally
they barely do anything at night here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
They
Next
didn't
time.
call it sleep. It's not sleepless in Seattle. They are sleepful in Seattle.
They sleeping.
Okay? They sleeping. Go to sleep, ho. Go to sleep, ho. Go to sleep, ho.
That's right. Well, community, just to give you a heads up, the last couple of weeks have been evergreen episodes, as you know, because the one and I are down in Brazil and just now getting back. Then we had some work events, so literally March is turning into like an evergreen month. But of course, we're giving you some content nonetheless. We're planning ahead to make sure you get some new content, ho. But sorry if we've missed some hot topics in the last few weeks. Maybe get back, we'll hit them all. At least the ones that are still relevant and the ones that you want to hear from us. But in the meantime, in between time, this episode is going to be a little shorter this week, just because we got things to do. So life keep moving, but here we go. So we thought it'd be fun. We haven't done this since when we had our in-person event back in November. A most likely to curiosity, and we're bringing back the mugs here.
Okay, yeah, I gotta admit, I have to admit, real quick,
you couldn't find.
I can't find them. I left them at work because when we recorded last week, I showed them literally on camera. So they are literally sitting in the Amazon office somewhere right now with our faces on popsicle sticks.
That's why he was digging in that bag that whole first 10
I hope
minutes.
you got some Post-its.
Baby, that's why I
Post-its.
That's why I
Look, get a marker. Get a marker right on your hand.
Girl. I literally was like,
baby, the way that you and I have been cycling with each other, Corral,
I know.
like it's
I know.
crazy.
And I haven't even finished the story about the shoulder. Like last week when we started talking about the shoulder, I'll tell you about the shoulder after. Because I was like, girl, how the hell we do it? Literally. Well, Jarrell gonna say who he think it is.
Yes.
And I still need to buy me a new Dewan one because I still got the Shard.
Oh Lord,
one
you
that I
can't
had
even
to
see
create.
that.
Yeah, so.
You know what,
all right.
Jarrell, why don't you pull your phone up and then just do a screenshot of us, and then you could just flip the picture to whoever you think. Because if it's you, then it's just you.
Because my questions are also on my phone.
Oh, that's fine.
Damn.
Well, just
That's all right. You
problematic.
That's all right. And down. And down.
Man,
Okay.
down.
All
right. So
We'll make it
So who
work.
wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies, which auntie is most likely to get the most extreme or obvious plastic surgery procedure?
I feel like that might be Shar.
It's me. It's me.
It's 100%. The
It's
most
me.
extreme, the most obvious is the key word.
Yeah. It's definitely me because of the fact that I know somehow all of a sudden I'm like, how that bitch got a six pack? Where'd that come from? Like
That is true.
it will be some all of a sudden it's just and then you're like
That is true.
But bitch, you was at
she
the
be coming
house.
with the blonde hair out the blue. You right. Yeah. You right.
Yeah. It would be me. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. We knew he had body, but there he got body out of extra
where'd
body.
that
How
come
did he get
from?
that body?
Right.
And look, let me tell I've been very open about like my dabbling into
Yes.
like all this kind of plastic surgery stuff. So I tell y'all, but my shit ain't extreme.
That is true.
Maintenance.
It 1,000% would be me. I know it 1,000% it would be me. Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
She would be getting implants of blonde eyelashes.
No, all of a sudden I got like chest implants, like not like boobs, but like chest implants. All of a sudden, bitch just looking like, like what the fuck is that? Yeah.
She'll have a hair transplant to put hair on her chest in a certain pattern.
Honestly, because bitch, that's all I got. That's literally all I got. So you right,
That's more
and
than
I would.
I got
I bitch would be in Turkey,
Oh.
like take it from the back of my head, bitch.
All
right, who's next?
Who's most likely to get blocked by a celebrity online?
No, it's Dewan.
I think it might be Dewan too.
It's
though,
Dewan. It's definitely you. Because bitch,
Because you the one be on Twitter.
You
and
the one to be
everything
on Twitter. You be
Instagram.
all in the conversations.
Yeah.
It is definitely you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it be like yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to nobody post having a conversation about something that happened. I'm not like if celebrity do something, I'm not going on their post being like, then why you didn't done this? If someone come to me, they gonna get the smoke and they'll get blocked because they came to my shit. But I see you
I
going.
think yours would be both
Okay.
ways. Like
I-
if they came to
I-
your
yeah.
shit or you sought it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You gonna say what needs to be said.
Yeah.
And then be like, damn, Dewan, I got blocked by Cardi B.
Because you be watching
I'm
like Love
sitting
is
here trying
Blind, and you'll talk about somebody on Love is Blind, and you tag them, boom, blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that I would never know it.
Right. That's
True.
1,000%.
I would never know it. I would absolutely never know
1,000%.
it because I don't follow a bunch of people like that. Especially people that I don't really have feelings for. And if I did have a certain kind of opinion about something, I would only say something that is correct. You might not like it, but it's correct. And then I would never know because I'm one of the ones that drops a bomb and leaves.
And that's what that celebrity said. Block, block, block.
And I would have
the
never
celebrity
known.
like, I can't tell her anything anyway, so boop, block.
What's up with you?
Y'all, comment below if y'all think that this is accurate.
And they do.
They do.
They do.
Look, I'm just trying to get our engagement up. All right, let's
Thank
jump
you.
the next one.
All right.
Oh, man.
Most likely to moan the loudest during sex. I was going with Carell as well too.
Me, I'm not
Yeah.
I
that
know that-
verbal during sex.
I know that he's not, but I feel like when it's good, he would get really into it, and just
Exactly.
something would come
Yes.
out that he would not even expect.
That primal, like, yeah, like,
that might be
yeah.
true.
When the toes get to curling and
be
shit.
true.
Like, yeah.
Make me feel good. Make me feel good.
Look, he'll be getting off all fours or off the bed or whatever, legs be shaking, sweating all stuff, and just like, woo!
Hey, amen. You just gotta say amen at the end. Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah. I'm honestly not the most verbal, but you do have some moments, you know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
right, who's
Let's
next?
see here.
Drill, you
Is it
next?
me?
I just won.
Oh, okay.
It's
Then
you,
you do
Dewan.
one.
Then I think it might
Okay,
be
so-
Dewan. It might be Dewan.
Who would get the villain edit of a reality TV show if they were on it?
Ooh, I gotta think through this one now. My initial thought was Jarrell, but then that might be the obvious. I'm thinking Shar because it might not be as obvious. Like
here's
Jarrell's
the
gonna be
thing.
like
They gonna love
the
me.
given.
They're gonna love my shit.
No. Because there's a difference. No. Because here's the difference. I would get the villain edit, but you know who will be in the confessionals becoming the villain? Shar.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
not just
when
a
it comes to-
confessional. Not just a confessional. In your face. Because you're not
Right.
allowed to play with me.
But the edit would definitely be me because I'm the one doing this.
Yeah.
Look, and that's why.
Ooh. And it would be all the sidebar conversations that she's having, like when nobody is around, when she's talking to one other person or two other people, and like, I know that bitch better than I say some shit to it. They just gonna do a super edit of all that stuff.
It's gonna be the moment where somebody's talking to someone else about Jarrell, and Jarrell overhears it. That's gonna be good TV. That's gonna be good TV.
Carell will be the person that's too busy competing. I don't care about competing. I'll be the one that's just like, what are the relationship dynamics going on? Who's doing who do I like? Who do I don't like that part?
Yeah.
And then you will be ready to fight.
I'll be playing the game.
Okay.
But all right. Who's most likely to drop food on the ground and eat it?
I was actually gonna go with. I was gonna say me as well too, because I sometimes do the 5-second rule. Depending on where it is though. So now I'm having a conversation like, well, who ground is it? Because in my house, my shit clean, right? So doing that shit in my home is a whole other thing than being like at a restaurant doing that shit. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I just feel like Carell would be the one to just be like, not everywhere, because first of all, we black. So exactly. So it's not just any kind of food dropping on any kind of thing. It ain't like pasta dropping on the dirt. But if you drop a grape on the floor or whatever, like I feel like Carell would be the kind of person. That's who I put up. Would be the kind of person like, I'm gonna just bless this one and go ahead and eat it because I'm gonna eat a piece. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it.
Not really. Like I'm not a germaphobe. I don't know if I've ever said this on here. Like people that like, especially like my family, because like me and my dad are similar. I don't like food and stuff on my hands. Like the feeling of food and dirt on my hands. So it's maybe not necessarily the germs of it. It's the feel of grit and sauce and oil. I hate it. So if it drops on the ground like a grape and I feel any speck of like dirt on it, I hate the feeling of it. So I'm over it. Like today I actually dropped a grape on the floor and I was like, gave it to Tucker. So I'm like, I'll do that. So yeah, no, it probably ain't me.
It's funny you say that too, Carell, because I totally see you being like, God damn it, I didn't drop this goddamn grape. I really wanted that damn grape too. Now I gotta go get another grape. I gotta wash that one off. Yeah, I could definitely see you being like that.
It's annoying that I dropped it.
Yes.
Yeah, 1,000.
Okay. Who is most likely to date two guys at once?
Let's preface this by saying this is.
Then I'm saying my answer.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's preface this by saying this is devoid of existing scenarios. So, like, anything that's related to this area might be devoid of existing relationship scenarios. Okay, so ask the question again.
Most likely to date two guys at once? I ain't gonna lie, that one was a setup. That was a setup. I ain't gonna lie. I intentionally put that one in as a setup.
That part.
It's the
it's the face too. It's the Beyonce face.
Why is this Beyonce? It's the Beyonce for me.
Community, you might need to watch this one over on YouTube. Anyway, I think actually a lot of folks have migrated to YouTube actually, just looking at the numbers. But if you're definitely listening to this, you might want to double up and watch this on YouTube.
To be clear, I do not. To be clear, I do not. But if we're talking about most likely, who has the highest propensity to, I can understand why that might be the choice.
I think I like. God forbid, like Corey and I are fine. Like, but like, if I were to ever have to be back in the dating world, I think my perspective on dating now is different from when I was dating Corey 13 years ago. Like, it'd be interesting to see how I would date now versus then.
Are you thinking like less monogamy focused and more kind of like polyamorously focused? Like I can enjoy and love and be with multiple people at the same time. And they have.
And I probably could have even then, but I think the difference between Carell at 27 or whatever, however old I was, and Carell at 40, is I think I was forcing monogamy then, and now I see that like that's not. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have
I
to
think
be
I was
that
doing
way.
it just because that's what everybody told me I had to do, and so that's what I was doing. Versus now, I can see that there's other options.
Yeah.
And that
Social
it doesn't
acceptance
mean-
around
Yeah.
this topic of polyamory or, dating multiple people or just being open 10 years ago was still very much taboo and not necessarily
Yeah.
well accepted, although it started becoming more of a topic of conversation. And now 10, 15 years later, it's still not necessarily mainstream, but it's, like people now understand that there are different ways that people can express themselves and different ways that they can love.
Yeah, it's interesting because I thought about that too, just kind of like if something happened, right, and I had to be out there dating again, honestly, I wouldn't date. Honestly, like I wouldn't date, and I don't think I could do the polyamory like thing as well too, just because.
But would you fuck?
But that's not my term of dating, though.
Miss
like
22.
to me, like dating is a very much like getting to know someone, right? So like I would maybe do that, but as far as like being in a relationship or saying like this is a person that I'm in a relationship with, I'm not doing that with multiple people because that's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
For me, and I stay busy, right? I do 15 different damn things at one time. So imagine having to add the emotional gymnastics of multiple people. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I am tired. Okay.
Yeah.
But to your question, yes, it would go to 23, 24. And it would stay at 23, 24. Because if I'm one thing,
That's
I'm
when she stops
consistent.
counting.
If I'm one thing, I'm consistent. No, I'm consistent.
no,
that's why
yeah.
it stayed where it was because
That Rolodex would be spinning.
Baby,
let me tell you.
baby,
Spin it.
like a
call
Ferris
me
wheel.
call me the Indy 500 because I'll be making laps. Okay, you do it right, I'll keep coming back. Look,
I'll be making multiple laps, multiple
cars.
race tracks. Right?
Yeah, there you go.
cars, different tracks.
Remotes all
Baby.
at the same time.
should have changed
All of
cars. Look,
Baby,
On different
A word.
days, different
Baby,
racetracks,
a whole ass word.
different states.
Oh God!
all right,
Is it
Dewan,
me?
you're up, baby.
Is it me?
Or Dewan?
All right.
It's Dewan.
Okay. Which auntie is most likely to have an extreme sexual fetish that they would never discuss on the podcast?
It won't be me because it would come out somehow. I'd say it. It probably Dewan.
Yeah, I think it's
low-key
Dewan.
agree.
Yeah, honestly, because she's very like
Right.
everything.
We
ain't
would
for
find out like
everybody.
15 years later.
Look. No, we found out while the three of us are together, but it ain't coming
Yeah.
out on the podcast, okay?
That part
we
of it.
know. We
Yeah.
would know, but the community ain't gonna hear shit.
That's a whole word.
Listen, I think one of the things that the listeners I think know about me is that I will talk about a lot of things, but the one thing that I don't talk about is what's going on right now in the context of what I'm doing with
Immediacy.
whom, that it just separation. Of the church
Even
and
on his
state.
social media, he'd be like, Dewan was in Brazil back in February. He just now posting pictures over here in July.
Yeah. But for the record, I do not have any extreme sexual fetishes that I, number one, and that I would discuss.
That's because they're normal to you.
Right. That's what's extreme to one person is. We do know he don't like shitting in the club, though.
I mean,
Look,
he's shat. Maybe my extreme
he on
sexual
Bumble.
fetish is shopping. It's, I don't know.
Hey,
Okay.
I guess.
Who's
All right,
next?
well, you
Crow?
up.
Hey,
Is that
so,
you?
well, speaking of shitting in the club, who's most likely to take a shit in the club? I'm gonna say Jarrell.
I was gonna go you, Carell,
In the
'Cause you-
club, like in the bathroom.
because you
right?
almost
Yeah,
you almost
technically.
peed in the bush at the club. So at
That's
least you
true.
almost
Well,
did something in a bar.
But pee and shitting are two different things.
But you things were already unbuckling. So if any of us are anywhere close,
Oof, no,
I
like,
low key,
oh.
I low key feel like Jarrell, if you really needed to, you would find a way, and you would find a way to make it happen and then absolve yourself of any plausible deniability. Like you would find the most farthest bathroom. You'll like switch your shirt inside out and then move to the other end so that there is no way that anybody will ever know. You'll be like, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get a drink. And then she'll come be back and she'll have sweet beads of sweat.
Right, she'll be 10 pounds lighter.
Well, as a professional bottom, let me tell you, my bowels are well trained, so I know it wouldn't be me.
Oh, there we go. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah,
but most
I don't
likely
foresee
too.
Shar shitting in no club. Honestly, I don't foresee. Honestly, that's a hard one. I don't foresee. Right, she said, it ain't gonna be. I don't like pooping in public. You see me all the even that workout, I go to a whole different flow.
Yeah.
I ain't just gonna be pooping though.
Honestly, I wish that is a very, I feel like a very American thing to be like to have that shyness about peeing or pooping in public and whatnot. And I find that, you know, when you go outside of the United States, most people don't have that at all. They're just like, I gotta take a shit. You know, they talk about like everything, but we're very like. It's all those.
Mine isn't even the shyness. Mine's the cleanliness of the locale. That's mine. I don't like it's the cleanliness of the location. Ugh. Bathrooms are just disgusting. Period to me. Like I just hate bathrooms.
Yeah.
So just to be at the club, and, you know, especially after a certain hour in the club just be so nasty anyway. Like people just peeing everywhere. Ugh.
I'd just rather go home.
It's like I'm going home.
Honestly,
it has to be. It has to be.
Or I'm going to a hotel that's around the corner, going into theirs because at least theirs might be a little cleaner than the club.
Yeah. Hot tip. I think I shared this on the podcast before. There was this thing where people were talking about, oh yeah, if you got to go to the bathroom, look for a coffee shop or whatever. No, that's not the tea. No, especially if you're in a major metropolitan city, find a hotel because all hotels have a very, very clean and almost unused bathroom in the lobby. And you don't have to check in, you don't have to show a key or whatever. Now, as long as it's not after 11 o'clock when they close and lock the doors, I'll just say that. Yeah. But if it's any time during the day, listen, for all y'all people out there that are out there, you know, doing your
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day. I'm like Irish. I'm like trying to figure the words in my head, doing your St. Patty's Day thing, and you're trying to find a place where you got to release the whatever. Find yourself the nearest hotel, and they will have a restroom in the lobby, and you'll be able to use it. They'll have great toilet paper. It'll be clean, and then you can come out and join the rest of civilization without all that.
Smell like the hotel's signature scent.
Even if it's like like a
Best Western or something.
Yeah, or Howard Johnson or Motel 6 or whatever, those kind of things. As long as they have, if they have a lobby, there's going to be a bathroom that is going to be open to the public that you can use, and it'll be clean. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, let's do the last one since we are about that time. All right. Yep. Who is most likely to commit a crime accidentally? Like not planned, but just like didn't realize and
this one. This one. Because if I commit a crime, it's going to be intentional. If you commit a crime, it's going to be intentional. But this one,
correct.
Like, I'm not trying to mess my record up.
No. Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about my record. I'm in my feelings right now.
That's the Linda Revis in me. That's my mom in me. Like, there's things that I do that I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that, but I can't. like it's so like sincere in me. I'm like, I just can't. My soul won't let me. No, you might be right on that. Who is it, Dewan?
Is it me? Okay. Which auntie is most likely to have a secret child they never knew they had?
Oh, damn.
Not regarding any of our gold status or platinum statuses, but which out of the three of us, and I would love for the community to chime in on this one as well. Which one of us would likely have a secret child that they knew they never had?
My first inclination was Jarrell, but then Jarrell would know. And so then I was like, I don't think Sharp. But then I was like, is it me? I don't think it would be me, but maybe the most out of the three, maybe me.
I think it's you. I think 10 years from now, there's going to be somebody knocking on that door saying, Daddy, Daddy
very
Carell.
right, Daddy Carell. But I'm very intentional in that regard. That like,
It said,
and maybe I'm just thinking like,
it said, I said, not it.
yeah,
Have a secret child that they knew they didn't have. So it's not about intentional. It's not about, oh, I planned this baby and forgot about it and left it. This is, you didn't even know it existed. I say that would be correct.
I think I'm leaning a little bit towards you, Shar, though. And here's the reason why. Because, like, say y'all fell out, that person dead to you. So whoever got that baby would never be you would never be checking back on that person. So if they actually end up having a baby, you would not know because you didn't cut them out your life.
I can see the logic in that, but I don't agree.
correct. It's not correct.
I totally get the logic.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah,
I just feel like
the toughest one.
I feel like honestly, like Jarrell, I take you out of that equation because I feel like
Same.
there ain't nothing going on that your ass don't know about. So
That.
you might have a secret child, but a bitch would already
Right.
know. And so
Exactly.
that these
It's
the
a
two
secret
of
for
us.
everybody else.
These are two of us, and I just feel like the propensity for a surprise would be more on Carell's end than it would be for my end.
I
This might
feel
be like 51-49.
I feel like Carell's a little
I think
too
it ain't gonna happen to
emotional.
neither one of us.
I feel like Carell's too emotional that like if someone like there's no way that a person would
Yeah.
never pop up and they not know something.
Yeah,
right?
I would
like
know.
I just
Oh, and I wouldn't.
yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I said
Because you about your business. I just been like I just think like
Yeah.
because okay, I think about like
I shot the club up and said, "Oh no, your orgasm was not what it needed to be. So I'm out. You're done. It's a wrap."
it was given very meh. It happened and then never
All
came
right.
back.
Community,
And
break the tie for us, please.
I just think Carell's friends with people on Facebook, like from all sorts of wayward things like that. That like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
If I have a secret child that that I didn't know I had, they wouldn't find me.
There ain't no way.
They will be showing up at my door. They will find Carell. They'll be knocking on that door. Mr.
That's a
Carell
true
Revis.
That is a true statement. That is a
My
true
mama
statement.
told me I could find you over here.
That is a true statement.
I've been listening
That
to
is
your
true.
podcast for the last 2 years.
I know that's right. I knew you moved from Atlanta to Philly.
I've been following you.
Good. So damn. All right. Who's most likely to walk into a store to buy one thing and walk out with 10 things?
We know. Go ahead and put that Shar.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm probably right there behind you, but yeah, sure for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I ain't got the funds, so it definitely me. I'm house broke right now, so
She house broke.
Bitch can't afford nothing. Look.
Like, are y'all at, like a grocery store? Like, say if you go into the grocery store, do you have a list or a mental list, or you go in and be like, okay,
Yeah.
I kind of have a rough idea.
Yeah. I always have a list.
I never go in. I never go shopping when I'm hungry. Never go shopping when I'm hungry. I never go shopping when I'm full either. And I always have a list because when I go when I'm hungry, then I end up being like, I want this meal, or maybe I want this meal, and I buy all the ingredients for the 5 different meals I want at the moment.
Yeah.
Nice case. At least the best thing is I got everything at home to make those 5 meals later the rest of the week, right?
Right.
But when I'm hungry, I don't want to eat shit. So I end up with like Little Debbie's, and I end up with like, some almonds and some celery and shit like that. I'm like, damn, now I got shit in my house. So yeah.
Back when I was shopping at Target, which I don't do anymore for recent events, that was very much the case. I would go in there for one thing or two things, like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to get, some Band-Aids and, like towels, and then come out there with like, oh, they have their whole new house set up, the house part, the housewares part set up, and the new edition of stuff, and you're like,
The
oh,
new
wait a
Magnolia,
minute. So yeah, that definitely would be me for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like I'm not like a list person. I have a rough mental list of like, okay, I know I need this, but then sometimes I kind of just let the spirit move me in the store. Be like, okay, you know what? I feel like this because, like, again, I'm an out of sight, out of mind eater at that. So I never really am craving something. And so I almost have to go to the store and be like, oh, that does sound good. That does.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm like, I really don't know.
You know, I noticed that the music in the store, if I'm not having my AirPods on, the music in the store also affects how much I buy. Because if I'm vibing with the music, I might stay and linger and go down the aisle another 1 or 2 times or whatever,
Like,
and then pick up a couple. And they open up a Trader Joe's here in Harlem, so ain't nothing but black people there. So the playlist is nothing but 1990s R&B and rap. So I walk in there and it'll be Anita Baker, it'll be Surface, it'll be like
Surface,
it'll be DMX, and I'm just like,
this is it.
I stopped taking my headset because it's
Get
like,
your
you know,
cheese, stop,
yeah.
drop, just get your.
And you know the whole store bopping with it too.
I mean, listen, I'll be walking down the frozen food aisle and they'll be playing like Whitney Houston and literally people are singing together. Like it's just, it's community. So
love
yeah.
that.
That's right. I can't grocery shop with air. That's another thing that I can't do. Like I can't have sex with like music really playing. I can't grocery shop with music playing either. I can't
Really?
I can't concentrate.
Wow.
Because it's bizarre. Like music just does something to my brain where like I just can't concentrate. Like it's
You're too
bizarre.
busy breaking down the arrangements and building them
That
back up.
and just, it encompasses like my entire brain where I cannot like think about what I'm actually here to do. So I'll just literally be aimlessly like with the cart and be like, damn, like well, I was supposed to go over there and get that. Like it's weird.
Oh, see, I'm like the total opposite because when it comes to music, it's just background. Even if I really like it, because you know me, I don't know the words to any song, you know, and I'll listen to Renaissance on like on shuffle. So, you know, it's more about the melody and the musicality as it's almost like the soundtrack of my life as opposed to me really enjoying the music. So.
Yeah, no, I get that.
All right, who has the next one?
I do. Who is most likely to keep a secret to their grave?
I think we're all.
That one needs to be okay. Who is the most likely to keep a secret?
I think we're all. I'm gonna just
I
say
know
Shar.
this is really hard.
I'm gonna say me.
But I think we would all be pretty damn good at it, quite frankly. But Shar is just very good at just presenting exactly what she wants presented in that moment.
Yeah.
I think Jerome and I are maybe a little looser in that regard. We still present what needs to be presented, but we have some leeway in that.
I would say
Dewan's the most meticulous about that.
I would say that it would not necessarily be a secret because it's salacious or whatever, but it might just be things that people didn't know about me as a person that only certain people might know because they're either in it or they're in a situation that like the cone of silence with me with those things. But like in terms of like having like any kind of like salacious secrets or anything that would just be shocking to anybody, I don't have any of that stuff.
No, more like keep someone else's secret, not like have a secret. Yeah.
I think we'd all be.
I know we. Yeah, I think all of us would be good at that. Who would be the? Okay, let's rephrase the question. Then.
Actually, I'll take mine back because actually, we're gonna have this on another episode. Or we might have already had it. Actually, I might do it for the episode we record tomorrow. Because Devon, we said we were gonna bring this up and we haven't yet. So, a few weeks ago, we had it. Actually, that's what it's gonna be somewhere in recent episodes. You'll know what we're talking about.
Let's reframe the question and say, Jarrell, which out of the aunties would you choose to keep a secret to the grave?
Damn.
Oh, that's.
Oh, so you trying to break up the group? You about to get us all in our
Why
feelings.
me? Why me? How about each of us? Each of us do that?
We ain't got that kind of time.
Yeah, we do. Look, if I got time, nigga, you got time.
Honestly, like I think like I would probably tell both of you at the same time, but like, okay, don't say none. But
honestly, like
if you had to choose, and I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't be offended. You can say Corell if you want to.
He said, but I know it ain't correct. But you can say it if you want to. That's a very good question.
This is a tough one.
This is hard because
Should we make this a cliffhanger?
God,
I don't know what the
this is
cliffhanger
tough.
ending gonna be.
I don't know. All I
We'll
will
circle
say
back
is,
to it.
I know that if I gave Dewan a secret, I know that I'll be also seeking advice at that same time, right? So if it's like a secret that I'm like torn and I'm also like looking for some type of advice, I'm definitely gonna go to Dewan. But if I just need to get something off my chest, like I didn't kill somebody and I just need to just let somebody, I need to say it out loud to somebody, I'm just gonna say Carell because Carell gonna be like, okay, I don't know what you want me to do with this, but
It'd be like, okay,
okay, like what's you?
okay? You
I mean,
okay?
Okay, Diddy. Okay, Diddy.
Yeah, honestly, I trust both of you with it. Like I think if we both like said to one another, "Hey, don't say nothing," we ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I have to say Dewan because I feel like of the two, especially like professionally too, I lean a lot more on Dewan. And when I'm going through like a lot of my professional things that I don't talk to anyone else with, like in that regard too, Dewan's already of the two that I go to. But I still share everything with y'all though. Like I may have like the first initial conversation with Dewan, but I still share it if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the community knows. Like we're not just podcasts.
I want to know who the community was. That's what I want to know. Like that should have been the question. Community,
That's the
community
question.
of the aunties. Which one of us would you come to keep a secret?
We need a poll. We need to see.
Yes.
We need to see the results. Because I would say for me, if I had to just tell one of you a secret that I say I need you to keep a secret, I would probably tell Carell. But if I wanted to do something that I wanted to be kept a secret, I would tell Darrell.
Yeah.
I would tell Darrell.
That's
Like
a
it would
great
be
way to put
it would be before Darrell and after Carell for me. No lie. Like that's exactly how I would approach it.
Hilarious.
Girl, Darrell,
very good
I got to tell you something. I'm thinking about doing this. I'm probably gonna do it. Don't tell nobody.
And I'm
She'd be
like, say less.
Okay.
And I'm literally like, say less. Okay.
Can I watch?
It's like, you need some help? We'll do it.
That's good.
that's a good
any
one.
kind of situation. I ain't gonna do any and everything. My spirit won't let me.
Yeah. I'm a little. I'm not as reckless as Auntie
me.
Henny over here, but I can get there.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I'm probably the
And
least reckless.
I'll be
out
coaching
of
you along the way too. Don't slash it like this, slash it like this.
Oh.
You know, like I'm just like you
I'll
peep
be
that,
asking
that
for
camera
tips.
over there.
I'll be
Let me
asking
tell
for
you,
tips.
look.
But yeah, I want to.
Jarrell gonna film it. He's like, you know what? I got somebody in queue anyway. I've been meaning to slash their tires anyway, so I'm gonna film it for you. I'll send it to you.
I'll do the editing.
Right.
We're giving a VIT lesson today.
Let's kick that one out to the community.
Yeah.
Which one of your aunties would you choose to keep a secret? That's what we want to know.
And please push it in the poll. We got the poll up right here. It's easy. Click it.
Yeah, I know
We
it's
get
me.
our feelings. Well, community, we said we had to keep this one a little shorter. So one of these weeks we'll finally be back with a whole brand new episode of, the hot topics and all this. Also, we need some Ask Your Aunties, by the way. So send them to Minority Report or AYA at Minority. See, I ain't even said it so long. I don't forgot the words. Even when we had it, I forgot the words. AYA at minorityReport.com or DM us. Or what is the hot T line?
It is
Dewan?
844 T line 844-832-5463.
Everybody living in Trump's America right now, so I know some shit going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, everybody can't be in the land of Delulu, okay? So, actually, they're not even taking applications at this point, okay? Like,
Exactly.
So-
and I feel like I'm probably gonna start saying this in every episode because I know we've said it before that like we're not in Delulu land. We know what's going on, but we just choose to keep our mental peace. But there's some things we probably should bring up more often because it is critically important. This is an LGBTQIA plus podcast.
Black.
The trans community,
Black.
you will not be going invisible in our eyes. Like you're our community, you're our brothers, sisters, and non-binary, and all the above. We see you, we love you, we're speaking up for you, we're there for you. So just if we don't say it every episode, which we might just start saying that little plug every week, that way you know we love you. And what they're trying to do is ridiculous, but there's no way to erase greatness, quite frankly. So, so it is what it is. We're going to be here. It is a day. Can stay mad. But anything else on your hearts and minds?
I'm curious about how this poll is going to go. I'm very curious about that.
And send us a most likely to. Maybe we'll continue to play this throughout the season in this year. And if there's some good most likely twos that you want us to put on the show, we'll throw them in there. But until next week, wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, community. A lot of you have asked how you can support Minority Report outside of the sharing and downloading and subscribing and leaving reviews. But you can also buy merch. Come on, baby.
I know that's right. And we have a whole lot of options, from clothing to pillows to tumblers and bags. And we continue to update all of our stuff with new styles, new colors, and new products. Jarrell, where can they get all that stuff at?
Well, they can get all that and then some at minorietyreport.com. They can find all the goodies, find out additional information about your aunties. And we also want to make sure that you share and tag us when you do buy merch, all right? So let us know if it's a hoodie, it's a tee, a long shirt, a towel, because we know you need those. But let us know.
Absolutely. And remember to wash your hands, your legs, and your ass.